Hi, so today what I'm basically doing is a little review on brushes that I have got, and also Eliza's tried out, and also what she's got from AliExpress. In a previous haul video I did kind of go over AliExpress. It's just basically a Chinese wholesaler, and you can get replicas and things off there. You can basically get anything. It's like Trade Me on steroids, isn't it? First brushes are these angled eyebrow brushes. They just look like that. They're pretty basic. These were $3.25 and I think there was 5 or 6 of them. I'll leave all of the links below to the brushes. And they're really awesome little basic brushes, really good. I basically got them for my kit. And yeah, they're good for eyebrow brushes. They're sturdy enough to do the job well, but soft enough so it's not like hard out. The next brush, which you may have seen me use in previous videos, it's this Replica MAC 217 brush, and it's just the fluffy blending brush. I had been thinking about getting one for ages, and then I just finally got one. I really like this brush. It's really good for blending things out in the crease. I don't use it a lot. It's not like a brush that I tend to go for, but it's definitely a nice brush. And I got this for $4.86. All prices are in US pricing, so yeah, $4.86 US. The next brush is this stippling brush, and this has got no brand on it. It's not tiny, but it is quite small, and I got 3 of these for $4.58 US, and I really like it. It's good for light applications of blush and bronzer, and it's okay for liquid foundation. It doesn't give like a hard out coverage, but it's nice enough. So yeah, they're pretty good if you just wanted to try out stippling brushes for cheap, because I mean 3 of these for not even $5 US is pretty good. So I definitely recommend if you were wanting to try stippling brushes to try one of these Liza. The next 2 brushes I got these in bulk for my makeup kit because I just wanted simple ones. I've mentioned in a previous video that buying shitty brushes never works out in the end, basically because you're going to need to buy like good brushes eventually for your kit, and I still believe that's true, but I do think it's good to have basic brushes that you can mess around with, especially with makeup. You know, things can get a bit messy. I don't know, if you want to experiment. What do you reckon? You like to experiment. This one's really good. It's a good basic brush anyway. Just applies, it's nice and thick. It's just a standard eyeshadow brush, so I do like those, and I got 20 of those for $10.89, so that's about 50 US cents each. The next one I got is just a simple black fluffy brush, and the reason that I got 2 sets of like flat brushes is because they were different prices, and I kind of wanted to see the quality and difference of those. And the little black ones, I got 10 of these for $7.41, so just under $1 US each. And I kind of prefer this for blending, like with no product on. And we got a cat too from the US. No, from China. The next one is this giant fluffy one. I've had this for honestly for ages, and I just got it because I did want to try it like a blending brush. It is kind of nice and soft. I don't really like it for placing colour, but for blending things out, if you need to blend anything out, it's quite good. It is dense. Yeah, it's dense.
I'm quite intrigued at that.
Yeah, do you like this one?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah. I got this for $2.99. The next one is a dome brush, and Eliza will be able to talk a bit about this as well. I think it's okay for placing colour. Before I washed it, it was so hard and dense, but now it's gotten a little softer. It's a lot easier to swirl around and blend out colour. So what do you reckon?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's definitely my favourite everyday brush. Yeah. For sure, and definitely very easy to rotate and blend out.
I got 3 of those for $4.70. I'm going to do your brush set first. There's 10 brushes. It's a kabuki set. This is $19.60 US, and you basically get, what is it? You get 5 eyeshadow brushes and 5 face brushes.
I haven't used them all, just because I'm really liking some that I have at the moment. One that took my fancy from the beginning. This one, I love it for foundation. Absolutely blends in so well. Flat top. I just place the foundation wherever I want it and just buff it in. It gives such a wonderful coverage. Absolutely love it.
I totally love this, like even more. I got a Replica Sigma kit kind of, and this is just way awesome, isn't it? It just blends in. It's just so soft. It's so movable. It doesn't like move your makeup in a weird way. Yeah. It's real good, and it doesn't suck up product or anything.
This next one definitely was one of my favourites. An angled, what do you call it? Angled brush. Angled. And it was just, you just buff it in the product and just go straight on, and you can buff it around your is it headline, your forehead, and your jawline, and it's just so lovely. I absolutely love it. another dense one as well.
Yeah. These are kabuki brushes, these ones.
Yeah, so
they are a bit thicker.
Definitely another staple. Next one, I did need a powder brush. This was really good, especially with the powder that I use. I quite like this. It's nice for light application. And the next brush I did try was, I only just opened this up today. It was good to kind of use it and see how it works, because I love having definition in the eye. But it's more, like Dorothy said, more for a placement eyeshadow, or really defined crease. Before I jumped onto the angled brush for my cheekbones, I did pick this one up thinking this would be really perfect for the cheek. Hated it, absolutely hated it for that job. So we'll be moving on and finding another place on my face for this brush. Looking forward to using the rest. I'll be quite intrigued. They are quite big, so more for, I'd say, blending for myself, but I don't have much of an eyelid, so it'll be quite interesting to see. The rest are quite similar. This one's more got an angle on it, and the other two very much similar again. This is what, cut on an angle, flat, still quite flat though. And then this one, another flat one, but not
totally flat. Yeah,
totally flat. If anything, I might give that a go with maybe concealer and buffing in my concealer. I don't know. This one I haven't really got into yet. Another flat brush, but it's more on an angle. Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this
ever. No.
But it feels nice.
It feels nice. So maybe when I'm washing my flat one, I might just see what this does and
just alternate
between them.
Alright, so the brush kit that I got, I really wanted to get that one as well because I'd seen them, as I said, on Facebook, and just like the 4 set of like the flat top, angled, all that crap. But then I decided that I didn't want to get the same one as Eliza, just so I could get kind of a better review. And because I saw the replica Sigma ones, and I thought I want to get the replica because I swear to God that's the next thing that's going to be on Walk-in Wardrobe makeup. People are totally into replica makeup, and I think soon enough they're going to try and start pawning these off. This set cost me, I think it was just under 30 US, and there's the 4 brushes. It's the tapered one, the angled, the round, and the flat kabuki brushes. The first brush is the flat brush. Yeah, I mean, these brushes I personally feel like for liquid products, they absorb a lot of product, so that's not very good. And yeah, it is quite hard, but then once you get into using them and washing them, they do become softer. It does become a bit easier and what have you. But I wouldn't say this is any better than, say, my Real Techniques or my e.l.f. brush. The next one is this tapered one. I like to use this obviously for concealer. And yeah, this is alright. Again, absorbs a lot more product than like usual, than say your fingers or what have you. This is like hard. It doesn't do a very good blending job, but it's good for like patting it in as opposed to like getting really hardcore in there. The next one is the round powder brush, and this is probably the one that I have the problem with. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of a problem with this because it is so hard and dense, and it's just like, I don't know. You know, like you put on your foundation, your concealer, and you're ready to bloody powder up, and it's just like so hard and dense. It's almost like you're moving your stuff around. As I said, it did become easier over time, but I just don't feel like this is like the perfect brush for powder. I still definitely prefer my Shane XO powder one, but I just love this brush so much, and like I would love to have a million of these because they're just so good for powder. But good for a kabuki, I guess. Maybe if you're using like a mineral foundation, it'd be good to like really get it in there and buff it out. And the last one is the angle brush. I use this for bronzer and blush in the demo, and I hadn't really liked it for bronzer because when I first used it, it was so hard and it placed so much product. But yeah, I just kind of went a bit lighter this time, knocked off a bit of product, and it was a bit better. But the blush is still really hard out. Like, I don't really use blush like this hard out usually, at least for the daytime. But yeah, it was alright. So these are, yeah, really thick, really dense. They absorb a lot of product. I think if you are planning on purchasing like a set of brushes from AliExpress, I would 100% go for just the synthetic 10-piece set. You've got lots of brushes to try out, and they are a lot better because basically, I mean, I only got 4 brushes for 30 US. So I mean, you'd only be really buying these for the look, but they don't work like that great. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think for a beginner like myself.
So that is my pretty basic review and demo of kind of replica and cheaper brushes from AliExpress. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment sections below. But yeah, I hope you kind of enjoyed this video. I hope it was like kind of interesting, like if you had been considering buying from AliExpress in terms of brushes, because things on there are just not always what they seem. So thanks for being in my video, Eliza.
Oh, you're welcome. Welcome.
Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, awesome. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Bye!